We got to start somewhere. We had a couple year bowl ban.
Yeah, you did.
What did you take from the game last night? I already know you asked.
Which one? Which game?
Come on, man.
Talking about the Lakers and the Clippers.
Well, there was 2 games to take something away from, but as far as the Lakers and Clippers game, I don't think it was a situation where they came out with the intentions of trying to prove anything to the Clippers on the first night. It's obviously as bad as it sounds, they're going to look like they're going to play the long game, like try to get acclimated over time as opposed to just coming out full throttle and being on point and clicking on all cylinders off. But they just accepting gathering over time and getting steam over time and doing what they got to do in that regard. You want
to know what I think? I think we weren't tripping about them Clippers last night for real. It was ring night. Sure, it's the first game. It's the first game of the season. Whatever. Clippers are playing for a little bit more than we are. You know what I'm saying? But you still got to go out there when the ball tipped up. You got to go out there and play. But I feel like they was playing with a little bit more spice up underneath them. They was trying to prove something, and we was just chilling.
I got one more thing to say about that to speak to that point. This is all I got to say about that because I ain't really tripping off it, but that's just the first game. Now, every joint that they play them after this, I'm not trying to hear it.
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to hear nothing because I've already seen y'all take care of these dudes one time. Like when it got real last year, the last time they played them, I seen how y'all played them and it got real. So every time y'all play them at the ring night, there ain't no excuse. Well, there really ain't no excuse for ring night, but I know they kind of going through the motions or whatever the case may be. But every night after this, they play the Clippers. They gonna have to bring it to me.
So the same thing happened last year, correct?
Yes.
They beat it the first. I think they beat it the first 2 or 3 times.
The first two.
No, they beat them the first
2 times.
2 times.
Yeah,
it was the first 2 times. And then the last time they played them, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's how I look at it. Like, man, they did the same thing last year.
Yeah, I ain't tripping.
Go ahead.
What do you think the end game will be for the Clippers this year?
I think it's going to be the same thing that they happened last year, except for it's probably going to be at the hands of the Lakers.
Gotcha.
But you know what I mean? To kind of speak to something I was ready to say before. I can't even remember what the point I was ready to say before. Yo, hold on. What I was ready to say. I can't remember.
The Clippers.
I think they crying on my fan.
Oh yeah, they crying out there.
Hey.
But the Lakers, last year, like I was looking this up beforehand. Last year when they lost that game to the Clippers last year, everybody was kind of tripping off that or whatever the case may be. But they played 60-something games last year before the shutdown. 60 games in the first quarter of the season. The Lakers was 15-3, I think. Might have been something crazier than that. And then you go, but in their first 28 games, they was 25-3.
Right.
So
it ain't mean nothing. I ain't tripping.
They'll get rolling over time.
I kind of figured you gonna say that. That's why I'm at with it.
Yeah, for sure.
When we said we beat.
I don't think it's going to be easy. Obviously, there's a lot of factors that got to play into it. You got to have good, really, really good health all the way across the board. Your first team, your second team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all circumstantial.
We stay healthy, we win.
If everybody's healthy, though, I don't see no way possible that they don't come out with another championship because you got their second generational player, AD. He's not doing nothing but getting better. So I don't see a stopper for him at all, but it's just all circumstantial, man, for real.
All right, let me jump through real quick. Hey, but I'm a Cowboy fan. We all are, but still. So a Steelers fan told me today. He was like, "Man, we sorry we lost 3 games." I said, "Why?" He said, "We lost 3 in a row." I said, "So what that mean? You could have lost the 3rd game of the year, the 7th game of the year, the 9th game of the year. It's 3 losses.
Right.
You did a bad little run."
Would you rather you catch your L's down or catch them when you want them done? I'd rather catch them now.
I'm not real high on it, but they think like the Steelers. No, they ain't done.
I ain't worried, but think about it. The last team we see it go pretty much undefeated was with that Patriots team. They won the Super Bowl and lost.
Yeah.
I'd have rather took that L in the beginning. If we're gonna take one L, I'd rather have that been in another game than the Super Bowl.
And they had a way bigger 1-2 punch than anything the Steelers got right now. Juju out there dancing in the middle of the field.
Juju already released a statement. He's done dancing. Moss.
Always Moss.
That's what I'm talking about. See, y'all got common sense.
Always Moss. If Moss just okay, so
Jerry Rice didn't have 4.2 speed. He had perfect route running. He had great hands, but he wasn't 4.2 speed. Randy Moss had all that plus 4.2 speed.
tell me who Jerry Rice played the bulk of his career with as a quarterback.
Both of them was great. More hands on y'all.
Both of those two guys are arguably two
Hall
of
of
the
Famers.
best of all time.
All the famous.
In that group, at least.
Right.
If Moss ever was to grace any of them backfields and them any of them wide out positions with them quarterbacks,
No, you did. You saw it when he went with Tom Brady. They broke every record.
the one season that he was with that man,
Went undefeated and unfortunately
Broke
lost in
everything.
the Super Bowl.
they
But
broke everything.
So listen, it's crazy y'all say that to my man. No preseason, 16 games, 23 touchdowns, 50 baton. But also, not only that, yo, Moss had all of us thinking Dante Culpepper was a beat.
yeah,
Am I right?
yeah, all you had to do was just throw it up there.
Man, different.
Facts.
Somebody said Megatron, and Megatron's a beast too, though.
That's my
Let
man.
me ask you, who you put after Moss? Megatron, T.O., or Rice?
What's the question?
Who would you put after Moss? Megatron, T.O., or Rice?
Megatron.
I'm gonna go Megatron too.
As far as who I want or who was his Yeah.
Your answer is your answer.
Yeah, Megatron. Yeah, give
I'm
me
going
Megatron.
I'm gonna put Jerry Rice over T.O. though, because me personally, T.O. was cool. He had a lot of drops to me though, and I don't really like T.O.
If Megatron had any of them other dudes quarterbacks, any one of their quarterbacks, any one of them, from Culpepper on, any of them.
The Lions ruined two of the best NFL players in history's careers early. Barry Sanders and Megatron. If they would have played for another organization, they probably would have played for years and years.
Yo, can y'all see some comments?
Yeah.
Crying off it too, bro.
He like my son, yo.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, and you y'all pay. Shout out to television for putting on for the village today, man.
Oh yeah.
I seen that too. A whole bunch of bikes.
Yeah, a lot of happy faces, man. Bike, toys, hot meals. Shout out to television, Kyle Warner, Rodell Wright, Carl Marcel, and myself.
Shout out
Shout
to
out
Sel.
to y'all, man, for sure. That's definitely love right there.
Shout out
man.
to Sel and the rest of the crew.
Hey, y'all do, yo, man. Appreciate what y'all doing, yo. Keep doing what y'all do, man.
Oh, no,
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you
Appreciate
showing
you,
love,
too.
man.
Fat Claus, I'm calling you from now on. Fat Claus.
Oh, God, yo.
All right, man.
All right,
Happy
yo.
holidays, bro.
Holla. Hey, man. I'm telling you, this podcast here, this live session here gets crazy. You got Santa Claus.
Listen, we'll slide right through.
Fat Claus, man. But yeah, he kind of dove into the league. So, I mean, I guess might as well talk about that for right now. As far as the NBA, though, like I said, that game last night, I wasn't really tripping off too much of the Lakers for real. I mean, at ring night, I wasn't
Calm
expecting
down.
them.
Calm down.
I wasn't really expecting them to come out with too much flair and velocity.
Ain't tripping.
Although I obviously would like to have seen it, I ain't really tripping off it like that. Looking at the game that happened beforehand, though, and that's the Nets game versus the Warriors.
Yeah. Woo!
Now, I'm gonna just be real with you. And obviously, I always have liked Kevin Durant, obviously. And at the end of the day, a player like Kevin Durant is, man, you talk about generational player. Like, he's somebody that's never been seen before and probably can't be duplicated. You see what I'm saying? But looking at it from the standpoint of that team and its makeup, right? Kyrie was boogieing last night.
Yes.
He was out there hitting throughout the course of the game. KD got off hot, then he wound up.
Come and dance with me.
Yeah, he was out there splitting, doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He was really making the way to get a bucket on whoever that was out there. But the most dangerous thing I see about the Nets right now, yo, is when they get to mixing them second unit players in there. Cause like you got Spencer Dinwiddie that's coming off the bench. You got Karis LeVert coming off the bench. Them two dudes can give you 50. See what I'm saying? Like, you got Jared Allen replacing DeAndre Jordan. Like that team has a really good. I'm not gonna say they're like super overwhelming or whatever. And obviously they were playing the Warriors.
Yeah,
It was playing the Warriors, who was, you know what I mean,
yeah.
not somebody that was like a super formidable opponent. But you look at a team like that, man, in the Nets, and they got Kevin Durant out there hitting on all cylinders, and he's not even super warm yet. I mean, obviously he didn't shoot like lights out, but he was out there showing at least a little bit of prowess to be able to get out there and get it done, like at a later date. They look dangerous, is pretty much what I'm saying.
Yes, they do. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They definitely look dangerous, and it's mostly because of Durant. Obviously, I'm just whatever.
Yeah, that guy's looking like an early season MVP candidate.
Do you think now?
Comeback player of the year.
Do you think now that because that team has gotten so much better, that you think that teams in the East will kind of try to press now to get James Harden? Because they've kind of seen, or do you think they'll wait a little bit, maybe see like a week or two of games and then try to really press so they can really gauge what the Nets look like?
They're going to have to do something, because if not, do you think the Bucks give people that?
Do you know the answer to that, man? You know I don't think the Bucks can beat nobody.
You think the Heat can compete with that?
No. Because of Durant.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the end of the day, like it's not like you.
What up, Black? Saying. Who else is in the East? Oh, Toronto.
He's got Boston. Toronto, Boston, the Sixers.
But just passe like molasses.
Yeah, molasses. Milwaukee, and then you got the Nets. Out of all of them teams, I see the Heat and the Nets. Why? Because the Nets defensively, as a 5 in a unit, is going to do what they got to do.
And you got your finishes.
And they've proven it.
Yeah.
You got a team like Milwaukee, they ain't proved shit, and everybody just so gung-ho
because they hand it over.
They want to give it to him.
Just want to hand it over.
He ain't did nothing. People was talking about the other day, would I take Jokic over Giannis? At this point, why not?
Yeah,
you got the same thing.
We was talking about that. And when you...
Dog, it's like I'm not trying to say that Giannis is not a better player than him. I'm not saying that because he's more accomplished than him. But at the end of the day, the team result, what the hell we gotten different? We got into the Western Conference Finals with Jokic. I've seen that. If we gonna do that, then I mean, what's the difference?
I feel like Giannis is a 7-foot Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What are you really gonna get with it at the end of the day? Some triple doubles and all that is cool, but are you gonna win me something, sir?
I'm not winning nothing, man. No. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. You feel me? But I like the Nets as the favorite coming out the East, and I say that with a lot of
the Nets, and I'm gonna say probably I'm gonna go with Milwaukee will be up there, but I'm gonna say Boston too.
I'm done with them. They let me down last year. They supposed to go finals. Kemba just came up. Bullshit. Is Kemba playing tonight? Because Boston and Milwaukee is playing right now. I don't even remember seeing Kemba in nothing. And you cannot tell me that he hurt again. Come on, yo.
You on rosters?
Yeah, he
getting paid,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, is he hurt right now? I ain't heard nothing about the brother. Yeah, he ain't playing. Got Tatum right now with 9 points. He 3 for 10. He got to pick it up too, man.
He got to get over. He got to take that leap.
No, he got to pick it up,
that
dog.
Superstar leap.
Niggas is tired of that
superstar, or is he not?
Or you bullshit. One of the two. It's one or the other. Like, we can't keep tiptoeing around. You got Russell Westbrook playing his first game tonight.
Westbrook they playing Sixers.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He got 13 on 6 for 16 shooting. He got 13, 12, and 8.
Yeah, no Russ. Get everybody involved. Get mines.
Yeah, but he pooped.
Yeah, I don't like him. What Bill got?
What Bill got? Let me see what Bill doing. Bill is 8 for 15 with 19.
That ain't bad.
Mm-hmm. Ain't good either. But anyway, I seen a couple joints that was saying
third quarter, he's still on pace. He could get 30.
Appreciate that. That's you too, bro. What was up? Another journal I was looking at. I seen a little report that said something about the Raptors trying to get James Harden or whatever, and how James Harden would feel about that. And I said, honestly, he probably wouldn't feel no type of way because they're not in Toronto this year. And if they go back next year, he'll only be there for a year if they keep him.
His contract up next year?
You know, he got 2 years, so he has to play this whole year.
And he got to play
next year. Next year, he's still on the contract too, but after that, he's a free agent.
Okay, so basically he's tied in for 2 years regardless.
Yes. That's what's making it so hard for him to have leverage in this situation. Houston don't got to move you.
And then basically somebody going to either try to get you there to win now, or they're going to try to be able to go somewhere they got money that's going to be able to pay you when you
ain't
come up.
winning nothing.
Yep.
But Houston's not going for nothing. Like I said, you have a foundational piece like James Harden, bro. I'm not giving James Harden up for nothing.
No, you're going to have to play. You want this money.
You're going to have to play. You're going to have to be nice in order for me to trade you for you to come here.
We're going to need somebody.
I need a piece of a little bit of everything you got for your future. Like with the Nets joint. And that was the thing too. What they was talking about too, yo.
Burton all of them be gone.
No, this was the thing with last night. Well, how did the Nets look last night, yo, beating the Warriors like that?
They don't need them.
Don't need you.
They don't need Harden.
So it's like that's limited. Miami already took their name off the hat.
Yep.
Nets I know they about to take their name off the hat.
Sixers already did too, didn't
No.
Sixers and y'all how big we get.
Sixers, Celtics, Toronto, and the Nuggets is another one of the teams too.
That.
And they was, first of all, I'm gonna tell you like this: they got Will Barton coming off that bench. And I knew that kind of was going to try to be a little bit of an angle that they was going to try to pull because MPJ had a good, decent couple games in the playoffs. But Will's not coming off no bench for that. He said it too. Like he's quoted for saying that. Like I'm not planning on coming off no bench. Swapping that out and sending him to Houston, that kind of could fit for him too, though.
Yep. But Porter Jr. wasn't in that trade too.
No, it was like him.
It was him and a couple. It was.
I have to find it. And Dame said the Blazers was in there for a second too. The Blazers was talking about McCollum, Collins, and some money and some picks. Dame and Harden. Oh man, I would have to find that joint, man.
Harden has to go somewhere that got a big man. You ask me.
I think he's most effective with a big man.
Yeah, he gotta go somewhere with a big man.
When they had Big Wilson there, they almost went,
He gotta go somewhere that has a post game that can offset him having to fucking shoot the bitch all the time.
When he had a big man in the league, he led the league in dimes.
Yeah. That was probably the best James Harden for real.
Yeah, that's when he really get it popping. Like when he won that MVP. And the year before, he should have won that joint for real. But Steph was just on something.
Yeah, that was the best James Harden. I mean, it was proven that he wasn't really being selfish with getting buckets. He just can get buckets.
Get buckets, and he was dropping dimes.
Yeah,
but even still, he's one of the most underrated, craftiest passers in the league, though. Like, if you look, I'm telling you, like, when you watch his pick and roll schemes, he be throwing them dimes between his legs, balls. Like, it'd be crazy how he be facilitating and getting it done. Let me see. I gotta find this joint, man. I can't find it, but yeah, at the end of the day, man, they just picked that. At this point, they just really trying to get up under his skin and mess with him. At this point, they talking about, you know what I mean, him throwing the ball at people's heads at practice. And
I'm sorry, yo. Check this out.
Tell him.
Me personally,
Yes.
I understand we professionals and all that.
Mm-hmm.
This is basketball too, though. Ain't no cameras in here.
Yeah.
You throw a ball at me, I don't care if you James Harden, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah. Diesel. What you doing to Diesel?
No, he's the only one that's getting past, yo. Because what I'm gonna hit him with it?
You gotta hit him with everything.
Exactly. It ain't nothing no basketball gym I can hit Shaq with. But listen, yo. At the end of the day, we on man time. You feel me? If you throwing a basketball at me because you are upset, and then come on, yo. I'm gonna have to ask you, do you want to?
No, James, put your hands up now.
Do you want to fight?
You throwing a ball.
All right,
You obviously got some type of something.
Yeah,
on your
so
chest.
you got some animosity build up. So do you want to handle this over there?
And it was a rookie too. So imagine the Trevlin calling home a report coming out that's saying James Harden threw ball at Trevlin head in practice or something. So we got to beat James Harden? No,
Listen, yo. Like the old quote, old
God,
and one
man.
mixtape. Old and one mixtape said, "Listen, man, Skip come through there, stepping, and put a foot on the dude's chest. You better not put a foot on my mouth.
No, you better not put your foot in my chest.
No, you better not put your foot in my chest.
That's a fact.
No, you ain't going down like that.
No, man, you can't go for that. But at the end of the day, this is what I want to say about that. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear about James Harden throwing the ball at somebody's head just because you use the narrative that you want to get traded. They could have been in there on some getting it popping type situation. You know what I'm saying? That could have been that.
Like, come on, bro. Like, it's just like
plenty of people have gotten beaten up in practice.
Right, like that's the whole thing. Teams fight. Teammates fight.
Yes, they do.
This the thing. You could be best friends off the court. On the court, something that happened, you'll get into it. Y'all still best friends. It's just some shit that happens sometimes.
A lot of y'all have gotten beaten up in basketball practice, yo.
It gets heated, yo. You get asked to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's just that simple. Sometimes you get hands put on you, and and that'll just be that.
Because me personally, I was never the one for like allowing people to hit me with like elbows and cheap shots, and I'm just standing there, just like, yo, come on, yo, you ain't gonna keep
Man, when you're in practice, man, the tension get up. Like you allowed to get it in practice, man.
Come on, yo.
It's just that simple. You feel me?
Yeah.
Just straight throwing. That's it.
Sorry. That's
it. But yeah, man, we gonna get up out of here, man. I'm not gonna hold you. I gotta catch this game tonight. I was out of town, North Carolina, just yesterday, running around. I'm gonna catch this game tonight because I'm tired. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna kick back and relax and watch this joint. Anything else you want to get off real quick before we get out of here?
Happy holidays to y'all. Y'all be safe. Happy New Year. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
that's it, yo. Shout out to y'all supporting us.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, always. But I'm going to tell you like this. I'm tired tonight.
One gift y'all can do for us, though, is tell a friend to holler at the gift is free.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean?
This upcoming year.
It's going to be, yes.
We need y'all doing everything. Share everything.
Yeah, the merch coming back. Everything. Listen. It's trying to tell you.
Everything.
Trying to tell you, man. Happy holidays, B.
Yeah, congratulations, man. I know we're getting close, man.
Sure. But yeah, man. Y'all be safe out there.
Y'all be easy, man. Tyler, I appreciate that, dog. I'm going to holler at you.
Yeah, cuz Tyler, yeah, man. Listen.
Hey, definitely going to come holler at you one of these days. Matter of fact, we need you to come through the crib and get on the show. We're going to talk about some old school stories that we used to do. Because it's 7 years past now, so we